There are going to be so many days when you don't want to do shit that setting up a system that encourages you to do shit is always going to win. Meaning having an environment that encourages you to be productive, or having accountability, or setting up a Google Calendar or whatever that encourages you to actually do the things that you've set out to do consistently is going to be the difference between petering out on days where you could peter out, or actually just moving forward and, I don't know, adding to the great thing that you're doing in life. So how do I do this? How do I make sure that on a day where it's a Friday and I don't have shit to do, that I don't just sit around and drink, or I don't just sit around and watch videos all day, whatever. Although you might need that. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, but I assume the people watching this channel want to be productive, useful members of society. So here's my advice to you. Always utilize as many scheduling mechanisms as you can. If you want to have meetings, you should have a Calendly account. If you want to stay organized and stay accountable, you should use Google Calendar or some sort of calendar app. Or have just a paper calendar in some capacity. If you want to create more, put creative things in your environment. Make it so that you have to walk past your painting setup or walk past your music setup, whatever it is, without having those things in the forefront of your mind and without having the accountability. It's really hard to stay consistent. I was watching a Grant Cardone mentoring call, and he was saying, live your life like someone's watching you. And that might be creepy to a lot of people, but if you think about it, we do a lot of the scummy things in our life when we think no one's watching, because there's no judgment. Right? We're just living in this experience. And though it's probably good for our souls to a degree, it certainly doesn't feel good if we just go down that path, that hedonistic path, and long term. I know there's been plenty of days where I've wasted X amount of time, and the day after I think to myself, my goodness, if I just spent that time doing something useful, I wouldn't be in this position right now. It's called procrastination. And there was a friend of mine a long time ago that said to me that I just don't procrastinate. I just get shit done. And Dan Martell said that if you want to be legendary, that you just need to get 100% of the shit done. Not 90%, 100% of the shit done. And I want to be legendary. And I hope the people that are watching this channel also want to be legendary in some capacity, to be useful in the world, to actually make a difference in some capacity. So set up the environment, man, woman, them. Set it up in your friends, set it up in your cave, set it up in your workplace, set it up in your phone, set it up on your Instagram, whatever it is. Set up the environment to make it more likely that you turn out to be the one that you want to be, the person that you want to be. It's that simple. It's that simple. And the funny part about it is it requires a certain amount of execution in terms of getting rid of distraction on our part. So for the interns that I have, I am recommending for all of them to actually go through their Instagram and unfollow a bunch of shit that's distracting them. I'm recommending that they go to the Terabify Instagram and go through the things that I follow and find things that inspire them and follow those things. The idea being that if you're going to go and zonk out, if you're going to go and brain fart, right, might as well brain fart into inspiration. That's a quote. Might as well brain fart into inspiration. Might as well go and spend your idle hours being informed, I say. Because the alternative is spending your idle hours not doing anything, and then you actually move backwards. So on a day like this, on a Friday where I don't feel like doing anything, I will do things. I will make videos. I will make phone calls. I will have meetings. I will go and just do a little bit every day. Just build. I have one of my friends actually who's helping with me with automations. I was supposed to go and visit him this weekend, and he lives about 11 hours away from me. And though that drive is a bit daunting these days, I used to make about 9-hour drive pretty casually, a couple times a year, a couple times being like 8 to 10 times a year, 9 hours there, 9 hours back. And I was thinking to myself that 22 hours worth of driving this weekend is no longer something that I'm willing to do. The reason being because I can't make these videos, for instance, on the car ride. You might think to yourself, well, Tarab, you only get 30 people to watch your videos. What the hell does it matter? It matters in the sense that it keeps me consistent, right? I'm looking for a consistent acceleration in life, and I'm looking for always consistent growth, right? Like a tree doesn't just stop growing one day; it keeps growing until it gets to perhaps nutrition limits or sunlight limits or something. So why would I limit myself? Why would I say to myself that driving 11 hours and listening to endless music and talking to my friends about bullshit is better than sitting at home and doing something in my missions, in the things that I've said that I'm going to do to the people that are part of my teams? It's I must execute. At the end of the day, we must execute. Jordan Peterson says that responsibility is the greatest adventure in life, that we should seek difficult things to do, and we should sacrifice in order to gain some perspective, some contrast between the hedonism and the, I guess, altruistic philanthropy, or just giving for the sake of giving. It's a necessary bridge to cross, I believe, for anyone that wants to be the best version of themselves, to say that every day is worth building, that there is a mission big enough in our lives that it's worth pursuing every day. So I hope you found this a little inspirational as I continue to grow myself as a human being. It becomes harder and harder sometimes to make these videos, and my team is not doing the greatest job posting them, but the way that I see it is there are no videos. Some videos are better than no videos, and I'm still essentially creating a system in which all of this stuff will be automated, my own media company, whatever, in order to put more of these good messages out into the world, build the leads, build the network, and perform like the soil that I wish to be: nutritious, unanimous, wise. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. If you have a second, check out this video, smash that like button, share it, comment, throw me a you suck, dude, or thanks. Take care of yourself.